What's up? Happy fucking throat punch Thursday. I made it. I fucking did it. I accomplished one goal that I said I was going to do. I said I was going to release it this Thursday, and look at us. Now, wouldn't it be funny if I did all this work and it doesn't even fucking upload? I wouldn't laugh. Yes, I would. Anyways, we're going to talk about one thing that people always want to talk about until it comes to them. Then they don't fucking want to talk about it anymore. Fucking accountability. Yeah, that fucking word. A lot of people like to throw that around this year, 2021. The words of the year are narcissistic, narcissists, accountability. We could do a whole podcast of what the 2021 words of the year were, and a lot of them thrown around in a way that people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But I'm no doctor, but I do know a little thing about accountability. So you need to be accountable for things all the time, not just in the small things that will only make you look brave. Okay, so what do I mean by that? When you claim accountability, and of course everything that I talk about, it has to be done on social media, because if you're not doing it on social media, are you even really being fucking accountable? I think not. No, but seriously, let's really dive deep into this, shall we? If you're on social media and you're claiming accountability for something that's going to make you look brave, for you to get the validation from strangers like, wow, I'm admiring the shit out of you right now, because for you to come forward and say that you actually did run over that guy's mailbox is really strong. No, let's not be accountable for silly things. Let's be accountable for ruining people's lives, and whatever that may mean to that person. Okay? If you've ruined someone's life, really ruined their life with no fucking doubt in anyone's mind because of the copious amounts of evidence that shows that you have physically ruined someone's life, try being accountable for that. Have that same fucking energy that you had while you were trying to ruin their name and defame them when you're trying to be accountable. Okay? Don't claim that you are a big person and you apologize where it matters. No. Let's keep the same energy you had when you were blasting them on social media. If you haven't caught on by now, I have experienced this firsthand. And no, not being the blaster. That sounds way kinkier than it is. I'm being very, very serious at this point. No one wants to be accountable if the world is going to look at them differently. God forbid we lose a couple hundred followers on our social media platforms for being absolutely accountable. Pretty sure whomever you're going to meet at the end of your time, if you're one of the ones that believe that you have to speak to somebody and they're going to check your files before you go into some pearly gates, you being accountable all the time is going to look way better than you having 1 million followers. I really need y'all to get that shit together. Okay? I will be the first person, and this is the God's honest truth, I will be the first person to call myself out when I'm wrong, only because I don't want someone else to do it. Like, no joke. I'm that ridiculous that I'll be like, nope, I was absolutely wrong. Here's all the things that I did. Shit that you might be like, I didn't even consider that really bad. But like, no, it's cool. It's cool. We're going to classify it that way. That way I could be the person who called myself out. So I'll be accountable for so many things, because I also live a lifestyle where, yeah, I said what the fuck I said and I did what the fuck I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never killed anybody. So other than that, I've never done some seriously disgusting things as a human being. So anything else that I've done, like called somebody a name that they absolutely were being, yeah, I'll claim that. I'll own up to that. Because I don't live a life full of bullshit and lies. I don't have to, and yeah, I'm tooting the fuck out of my own horn right now. I don't talk shit about people and then expect no one to find out about it. If I say something negative, to someone else, I just assume that one day they're going to backstab me and tell the world. So I'm just like, I would never say something that I wouldn't tell someone to their face. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's an easy way to live. Have I slipped up and said some things that were pretty catty and pretty petty talking about other people? You bet your fucking ass. You bet your ass, because humans are weird. And sometimes you have to call out the weirdness that you see. But, absolutely destroying someone's character to try and make yourself look better, or a victim or something like that, that's so yuck. It's so gross. I spent 5 years of my life watching that happen. Someone trying to destroy my name, all the while pretending like they're just this godsend of a human being who truly doesn't understand why the world hates them. It's called a common denominator, sweet pea. And if you end up being that, you should really dive deep. You know what I mean? That shadow work, check that out. Really figure out what it is in your life that makes everyone around you be the ones that are quote unquote attacking you. Do you know what I'm saying? Accountability. So yeah, it's like my favorite, but then again, it makes me feel like I'm melting inside when I watch this shit online. When I watch human beings literally pretend like they have no idea why anyone on this planet could be angry at them, and that it's probably because they're not good humans. But I'm also really good at reading people, and I pay attention to everything around me, like everything. Things that you just wouldn't normally. People's character is super, super important to me. I've been screwed over by way too many people. The amount of trust issues I have is really something to write about. So that makes me dive real deep into somebody's character. And it's so much easier nowadays than when I was a kid in like middle school and high school when they were really mean, because people don't know that they're doing it because they literally are putting on an act. They're putting on this facade online to gain followers and all these friggin' lovers. They're strangers. They're doing all of this extra work, and they're literally exposing the shit out of themselves. It's my absolute favorite. It's my favorite. And if I had even just a little bit more time, I would get like a journal, and I'd like jot down like, today this person did this. And that's how you know that they are actually a narcissist, because that's going to be a whole other podcast of what a real narcissist is. Okay? Just because someone's being a shitty person doesn't mean that they're a narcissist. They're just a shitty person. But we'll save that for next time. Okay, I'm going to go get some water because I'm parched, a little cotton-mouthed here, for no other reason other than I'm just talking a lot. So BRB. Okay, I'm back. So where were we? Yes, accountability. Now, I could talk for frickin' days on this because I've seen it so much, especially now, like I was saying, the way that people expose themselves online is, it's really impressive. But the thing that just drives me absolutely insane is like, if you're going to be a coward and you're going to be the type of person that pretend like you're a victim in all situations, then you know what? I'm not going to be here and I'm not going to try and coach you through it. Okay, that's some deep diving shit that you need to do in your own soul. I don't have time for it, but it's the surrounding people that literally want to pretend like they're oblivious to it. Like, just there's no way that many people are naive to the bullshit that is going on. Like, there's just no way. And if there is, I'm on the wrong planet. I really am. There's no way, as much as I'd like to pat myself on the back, there is no way I am one of 4 people that are able to look at someone and be like, they are full of absolute shit with 5 minutes of knowing them or 5 minutes of listening to them. I don't even have to know them. There's been multiple times, and yeah, I will toot my own horn on this one because I'll be doing a lot of that when it comes to situations like this. But when I've never met a person in real life, my life, and I can look at them and be like, absolutely not. This is what this is. And then I go talk to somebody that does know them, and they're like, you just fucking nailed them. Like, literally, you would think you've known them for a couple of years. Yeah, that's just called intuition and trust issues and really observing the people around you. But what I was talking about earlier was accountability and keeping the same energy. You know, I'm really tired of watching people's energy fall off when it comes to that part of accountability. You are really loud on social medias, and you are really loud in all your statuses and your passive-aggressive memes and posts when you were trying to talk shit about somebody and drag someone down and make them seem like this horrible human being. And that vibrating is definitely my phone, so we'll take that off the table. But it's impressive to watch that energy just kind of dissipate when it's time for them to come on and say, you know, I did make a few mistakes. You know, everyone does make a couple of mistakes in there. And that's how we learn. And that's how we better ourselves. And that's how we grow. That's how we grow as human beings. Nah, bro. I appreciate you and your journey to self-growth, but I need you to keep that same energy because you allowed thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people to witness your fake interpretation of me as a human being and my character and my personality. I need you to keep that same energy when you're explaining you were wrong, and then go into detail. Go into detail as to why you were wrong, because you really got a lot of work to do, because you put in a lot of work, you know? You put in a lot of work to drag someone down. Let's keep that same energy. See, I keep my same energy all the time. If I say I don't like you, I promise you it's not because I woke up and chose not to. It's because you did something and did not keep your same energy. Do you know what I'm saying? Personal experiences. I mean, I've seen it happen to other human beings, but personal experience, I have watched somebody literally drag me through the mud. I've watched people talk about me as a human, as a mother. I've watched people and heard people call my employers when I worked places trying to get me fired. And I've watched human beings email my now husband and trying to split us up. Okay? These are all true things, and trust me, that podcast is coming. It's going to be a multi-parter because it's good. It's fun. It's the thing that I was going to write a book about in Contact Lifetime. Yes, you remember the time when I said I wasn't going to edit shit? I'm not taking that stutter out. Anyways, and then when it came to their truth being exposed, when people actually were like, oh, wait a minute, I remember they were saying all this stuff about her, but like she kind of combated that with receipts stating that was absolutely incorrect. When they got called out for it, they're like, yeah, whatever, but I promise you they're like bad in other reasons. No. The energy dissipated. Let's kick it back up to notch 27 where you were. You were almost at 30, but luckily you were able to have some kind of self-control, right? That's my thing about accountability. I just don't understand why it's so hard for human beings to literally admit I was absolutely in the wrong for something that I did, but you have to say what you did, because when you were claiming that I was a horrible parent and all this stuff, but then you're like, nope, I was wrong about her. Which part, babes? Which part were you wrong about? Let's clarify a few things, because you calling me a bitch, facts. We're not mad about that. It was the part where you said that I was a bad mom. It was the part where you said that I destroyed your life, but you left out the part where you stole money from me and completely mentally fucked my kid. So let's keep the same energy, you know? When you're going online and saying that people abused you mentally, and then whenever the screenshots come out of actually vice versa, babes, and you're like, yeah, I mean, there were some things I could probably have worked on. Well, what were those? Because you explained in detail how you were mentally screwed over, but yet that sounds like everything you were doing to that other human being, so claim those. Keep that energy. You know, that's going to be my motto for 2022. It's going to be, I saw something floating around, which is my absolute favorite right now, when people, it's especially because of all this friggin' COVID vaccine bullshit drama, like, Jesus Christ, everybody just shut the fuck up. But someone was trying to claim something, and it was literally off the wall, like literally off the wall. And someone just kept writing, citation needed. Like, that is my motto from now on. You're running your mouth about me? I did all this? Cool. Citation needed. Where'd you get that from? Okay. God bless, man. That was the best for me. I'm going to probably keep this one a little bit shorter, only because I'm pretty sure I covered the fact of people's accountability nowadays. It's just pathetic is what it is, and people need to, if you are really trying to, like, self-grow, you really need to start learning how to either shut the fuck up on social medias, because I'll guarantee you, no one really fucking cares. Like, even though your post got 2,000 likes, or you had 7,000 people in your live videos, or you got 26 DMs, those people actually don't fucking care. See, what they're trying to do is they're trying to obtain the next bit of information that they're able to spread so they can look like the winner and the top dog who has information that no one else has. Do you see what I'm saying? It's all pathetic, honest to God, if you really think about it. And I really have to stop leaning on my microphone, but it's more comfortable that way. But it's really pathetic. But I guarantee you, those people that were listening to you, they don't fucking care. Just like the people that are listening to this podcast, you're either people that dislike me and you're wondering if I'm going to talk shit about you, or you're people who like me and support me and you're really trying to see what I have to say, so you chose to be here and listen to me ramble on about this shit. Whereas if you came into my live simply because you've seen me sound like I was about to start with some drama, like, everybody loves a little cup of tea once in a while. I fucking love a nice boiling cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? I don't love the drama, but I love knowing about yours. You know, that's my thing. But I will never sit there and drag somebody and make somebody feel small. And then if I'm called out and proven to be wrong, just like cower down into a fucking corner and be like, yeah, my bad. You know what I mean? It's old. It's not a good look. And it's just frustrating that the world literally hasn't caught on to shit like that by now. It's infuriating, actually. It's a true story. I feel like in my podcast, I should have like background music. I don't like the silence. So we'll work on that. I can't promise you what my next episode is going to be on, but we have so many ideas. And if you think of anything, feel free to message me. You can email me at foulmouthfemale@gmail.com. You can DM me on Instagram. Don't even try on TikTok. There's like 20 million messages in there that I try to do like a few every day, but goodness. Be the same amount of accountable as you were atrocious. You know what I'm saying? If you were on a hating level of about 12, I need you to be at least 11 when you're being accountable. Does that make sense? This sounds like I'm rambling. The old me would just have deleted the whole thing because I feel like I didn't make sense, but I made sense. This could have been a 2-second podcast, but that would be frowned upon. You know what I mean? Like I'm stretching it at this point. We're just doing fillers, but I could have just simply said, stop being a bitch when it comes to having to call yourself out on your own issues and your lies. Don't do that. Y'all have a fucking fabulous day, or at least the day karma allows you to have. And come back in hopefully 2 weeks, because I'm not doing every week yet. I'm not doing that. That kind of commitment is just rough for me. I'm lucky I even got fucking married, okay? Because commitment is an issue. Every other throw punch Thursday for now, unless some big news comes up. When I say I'm starting my vlog, don't lower your standard, okay? I feel like you're holding me real high up there for this vlog thing. My life is not that exciting yet. So just hold it down. I do kind of like vlogging on my Instagram stories. So if you already follow me, love you to death. If you're stalking me with your fake accounts, love you too, boo. And I'll see you over on TikTok because that's where my heart, that's where it lives. Okay? Yeah. Be accountable. Until next time. Ciao, bitches. Okay, real quick before I totally end this. I had a chance to go back and listen through, and I just want to apologize because, like I said, this is a new microphone, and I'm still working out the kinks. I don't have all the cool, fangled tools that I used to have, okay? I got rid of everything, and we're trying to be basic as shit, okay? As basic as a blonde girl in fall at Starbucks getting her pumpkin spice latte, all right? So I just want to apologize. Just turn your volume down for now, okay? Once I figure it out, I'll let you know when you can turn the volume back up. Okay, now I'm going to go. Okay, bye.